What's going on, guys? Alright, so in our last video, we did our potatoes. I added more paprika because I'm a paprika fiend. And I preheated the oven, like I told you in the last video, 450. It's already preheated, so we're going to throw our potatoes in the oven. Now, I'm going to set it at the top rack so we don't fuck up our potatoes. Also, I'm going to set a timer. I don't cook, so I'm going to tell you from experience of not cooking, you should probably set a timer when you do things. We're going to set it for 20 minutes. There you go. Timer set. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get a pan going to cook this amazing steak. Now, here's what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is while the potatoes are cooking, we're going to have our steak going. While our steak's cooking, the potatoes are going to get done. When the steak and potatoes are done together, then we're going to finish the rest up in the third part of the video. But I want to show you, I want to get you there first. So, oven, top part. I don't know what you guys set yours to. I'm doing mine to 6. That's average heat for my oven. Whatever average heat for your oven is. I don't know how it works for yours. So, steak. We chose to use steak bits, okay? Like the stir fry kind. You can use a whole steak. If you have a whole steak, that's great. This is cheaper and more effective, in my opinion, because you're going to be cutting it up anyway. But if you like the taste difference and you want to use a whole steak, then go ahead and use a whole steak. I just get the pre-done steak. You can get them at Walmart, anywhere. It's nice, cheap, and it's simple. So, we're going to salt and pepper these. So first the salt. Like I said, I salt in hand and get it all over the steak. But for the sake of this, I'll put a little zhuzh. And then pepper. Black pepper, my favorite thing to use. I use it in like almost everything. Now, you can do both sides, but I choose not to. And the reason why is because when you start getting it going in this pan, the seasoning's gonna get all over them. You don't have to do both sides. If you want to, go ahead. I'm not saying don't, but I feel like it's unnecessary, to be honest. Olive oil. Just like that, enough to coat it. We're not deep frying, we're searing, okay? And then, once that gets heated up and the olive oil gets going, we're going to take these and we're going to put them in here. I want to go over a few things real quick first, though. While this is cooking, since we're waiting for it to heat up, after I put all the steak on here, I'm going to take this and you're going to clean off your cutting board because eventually we're going to have to reset these on here. So now we're going to start putting the steak on here because the oil should be at least decent by now. Just grab some pieces in your hand. Also, I've washed my hands prior to this video. I cannot stress out enough. Wash your hands. It's very important. Get that going. Now I'm going to grab a bunch more, throw it in there for you guys, because we're not going to take... And we're just going to do a little bit at a time. And throw more in. As you guys can see, you can hear the searing going. Bam. It's all over. Now I'm going to spread it out evenly. I'm going to use this. Just a spatula. Get nice, even. And now, you want to do it, depending on how you like your steak, on each side. You want to do it for, well, I do it for 5 minutes a piece because I want a medium well. If you like your steak a little more moving, do it 3 minutes a piece. It's steak, you know, it's about preference. So I'm gonna leave it on this side for a little while. While this is going on, I'm gonna wash this pan or this cutting board. I'm sorry. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just Oh, we got enough soap in here, that's fine. You get in there and we clean it. Because when the steak's done, we're going to set it on here. And when you're doing between meats and vegetables or anything, you should always wash your cutting board, like between each one. I think it's really important. Sanitary as possible is the key here. We're going to dry it. You know, you want to make sure it's really dry. It's wood, you know. You don't want it to be all gross on your food. Water everywhere. Man, a nice dry cutting board. Now, it's been a couple minutes on this side, so I'm gonna flip these bad boys over. You know, don't try to be a perfectionist about it. Like I said, I don't cook myself. You know, you see them one color on one side, just give them a good flip. They don't have to all be perfect. They don't all have to be facing one side. You know, they're gonna cook the way that you're gonna get them to cook if you leave for a certain amount of time anyway. There you go. See, and I got like a piece here I couldn't really get to. Like, don't burn yourself trying to get to it. I'm just trying to do it for you guys. There you go. And we're gonna let that sit there. And what we're gonna do is, hold on, let me flip one more piece here. And there you go. So now what we're going to do is, while that's sitting and that's cooking, when they're done, we're waiting for our potatoes to go. We're waiting for this to finish. When this is done going and cooking, we're going to set it back on here, and then we're going to pull our potatoes out. Our potatoes still have 14 minutes. So while that's all going, we're going to stop here, and then part 3, we're going to have our steak, we're going to have our potatoes, and we're going to just combine everything together, and you're going to see what we do for the finished product. But yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys for the third part of the video for Cooking with Ralph.